Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be doing a practically 3 month review now of the IDÅSEN IKEA desk. I've had so many requests for it and people are asking how am I getting on with it. So now I've got it loaded up with my monitors and speakers and all the rest of the shizness. I thought I'd do a little kind of, review of my thoughts. Just as a kind of heads up, it wasn't given to me by IKEA, or it's not a paid review or anything. It's literally something I bought for the new office, and I just thought I'd update you guys because so many people have asked me about it. So it's going to be a bit of a janky setup because I'm trying to make some better sound with my shotgun mic, but I'm going to do some handheld stuff with the G7X. So what I'm going to do is be holding that microphone, I think, at some points, and then hopefully you can get a bit of a better sound because the G7X audio just sucks. So bear with me and I'll give you a run through my thoughts and show you how it's working. Show you the wobble as well. That's one of the most commonly asked questions, so we'll give you a rundown on everything I think. I've got quite a few niggles with it as well, which I'll cover at the end, and just have a little overview and give you my thoughts. Okay, so this is a very janky setup with the microphone, but hopefully it should be okay. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Obviously this is the IDÅSEN desk. This is at full height currently at the moment, just to give you guys an idea of how high this can go. I'm 6'7" when I'm wearing shoes, so it does me adequately, so I think anyone under that size was obviously going to be fine. In terms of the cable management, this was one thing that I did have a bit of a niggle with. The actual mesh part that's on the underside I didn't use at all. I've actually screwed in one of the additional IKEA cable management systems that they offer, which I think is like £5, and everything's just literally zip tied to that. Apart from adding that, the rest of the desk is pretty good, apart from the other aspects which I'll show you at the end. But in terms of stability, this is at full height and there's literally ever so slight amount of shake, certainly less than the Becant desk has. Literally the only shake you have is because the monitors are so close together that they touch. That's literally the rattle. It looks a lot worse than it is, but it actually does a pretty good job considering. Is it worth £500? For the most part. So the controller is actually obviously really simple. That works well. I put it on the side of the desk just to hide it if anyone's wondering. But the Bluetooth aspect in the app just absolutely sucks. It needs a lot of work. So I've actually had the presets set for different heights, and I've found no way to remove them easily. There is a button that you press down for, I think it's 8 seconds, to then reset the desk, but I just find it doesn't keep those settings, and then those presets will be back at the very next time you turn the power on and off, or you cycle the power. So that is one little pain. Kind of changing things in the app is difficult as well. It just seems to be a lot of hassle. And one thing I don't like is the fact that you have to press and hold the buttons on the app. I'd like a method that you can just literally press it and then it will go to that height. A lot of the other standing desks do have an option where you can just literally press it and it will go to your desired height, whereas this one you have to hold, which is a minor thing, but it's something that I'm not really that fond of. I would like if there was an automatic, even just a selection box that you can change, going from having to require to hold it down to just flick it over to press it once. The fact that you can't easily remove the presets on the app is annoying as well. You have to actually just set another height onto the existing setting that you've already done. You can't just literally drag that setting into the bin. You have to literally just do a new one over it, be it a very small setting or anything, but you still have that bump as you go throughout the different settings on the desk. Or if you want to put it full height and you've got a preset that's a little bit in the middle, you're going to hit that stop, then it will continue to go on after that. A few little niggles that I think they could work out, probably with firmware actually, but apart from that the desk is nice, certainly one of the cheaper ones that are available in the UK, but I've certainly been happy with it for the 2.5 months I've been using it. Now for those that aren't going to be using a lot of weight on there, they actually have the Becant desk actually on a family price offer. I think it's £325 at the moment, which is obviously considerably cheaper than what this one is, £175 off. For those that aren't worried too much about a lot of weight, maybe they're just using it for a laptop or just a single screen setup or something like that, and you want to save yourself a bit of money, then that's a pretty good option for the price currently on their website. If you guys want to see an actual setup of this, then there is the other video. I'll put a card on the screen now for you to watch, be that side, and you can go back and have a look at that. There's a little time lapse and my kind of thoughts on the setup process as well. Going on the other comments, I've just looked back at them on the previous video. There's nothing else that I don't think I've missed. Another thing that I just want to say is the Bluetooth connectivity to the app just absolutely sucks balls as well. It takes a good 3 or 4 attempts to actually connect to the desk. Even then you may have to repair it as well. I just keep the settings once you've paired it again, but just more hassle. So the app for me at the moment is just absolute no go. I do want a method that can reset the settings as well, so I don't have the bumps in the adjustment. I find it's a little bit annoying, and I was expecting to use them quite frequently, and it's certainly something I don't use anymore. So personally for me, just pressing and holding it is so much easier. Or even a method that you could just press it and then it will continue to go up to you press the button down as a kind of stop would be nice as well. I don't know if they're things that could be incorporated with firmware, but we'll see. It's been out for probably 3 months now. I did notice I was the first review, so there was a lot of people asking me questions, and I hope that I've addressed them all. If anyone else has got any, let me know. I think it looks good as well. Certainly having a black top with white monitors works well if you guys are really kind of considering color options as well. Having a wooden desk is a solid wooden desk is also nice if you're going to use a monitor stand or microphone arms or anything like that, because you don't have to worry about it compacting, because some of the cheaper IKEA desks are just cardboard filled. This one's nice and solid, so you can just put whatever you want on it. You could probably put a full system on one of the ends as well, put it over the leg so it's kind of even a bit more evenly distributed. But I've got 2 monitor speakers. It does a good job, doesn't wobble very much. You can see there's hardly any wobble in it, so overall pretty good. Any more questions that you've got, please ask them down below. I'm probably going to get some that I've not addressed. Thinking about personally for me, obviously other people have different variants that they want to use this desk in their scenario for, so I will always answer any comments that you guys have. Could make maybe a 6-month follow-up. We'll see how it goes. Right, so I'm going to film this outro pretty quick because this battery might go as well. We've legitimately done 5 battery changes now. So thank you everyone for watching this video. If you've got any more comments on anything you need to know for your own personal setup, then let me know and I'll comment back to you. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you all in the next one.